the last pick. Sorry if I trip about it, shit, I'm only half pissed. A couple people lining up to X me like an asterisk. They laughing in my face until I kill them with my ad-libs.
This chorus is amazing. I mean, Crip's harmony and overall singing is just amazing.
Yeah, they hate, he lip syncs and he's fake and trash allegedly. But soon, you'll be a fan if you like it or not, cause I'll take over eventually.
That's a bar, cause Leo is super talented, so it makes no sense when people are shitting on him.
Youngest to do it, I'm flowing like fluids, I stretch opportunities flexibly.
He is very young, but can still out-rap most of the artists in the game today. Also, as more of a side note than anything else, I love how Crypt put Leo first on the Cypher because he wants to represent the UK right off the bat.
Everybody really wanna pick up in the pedaling and prosper properly just like I did. So inspirational, motivational, Leo on the beat, so sensational.
Man, his pronunciation was fantastic throughout that fast section. I mean, I could understand every single word, even without the lyrics at the bottom. Also, the rhyme scheme in that last line was actually pretty great. Damn, his bars are surgical because you can pick them apart. That's a bar. So low is a homophone for solo because so low refers to how low you are, but solo means obviously that he's on his own. That's a reference to the rapper Polo G, which is pretty clever. Man, Leo can sing. I'm telling you, he's really fucking talented.
A couple people lining up to X me like an asterisk. They laughing in my face until I kill them with my ad-libs.
An asterisk is basically just a symbol that you use to mark text, so that's a great line. Also, he mentioned how people are laughing at him until he kills them with his ad-libs, which is an amazing punchline, cause once he starts rapping, you don't stand a chance anymore.
Only see red now if you step to me, only juggernaut.
Seeing red refers to getting angry, so much so that you're basically uncontrollable, but Juggernog is one of the perks from Call of Duty, which is a red drink, so he's basically saying that if you make him angry, you're gonna need extra strength to even have a chance at competing with him. Damn, that cadence and his pronunciation of those syllables was crazy. Maybe it's just me, but I thought it sounded fantastic. Oh shit, this flow switch is super aggressive and you know that I love it. Also, he mentioned hanging 10, which means that he killed 10 people because of his savagery. Benghazi is obviously a reference to the attacks in Benghazi, Libya, which were surrounded in controversy, denial, and you know, all that type of shit. So this line is amazing. That's some clever wordplay with the name of the musician Ozzy Osbourne. A C4 is a type of explosive, and he was talking about blowing up, so this is a clever bar. So the word dog backwards is God, which is a clever technique that Dizzy used here, using dog and then God to get that reversed word effect type thing. I know that explanation was kind of garbage, but you know what I mean. Also, Anubis is the god of the afterlife in Egyptian mythology, who looks kind of dog-like, or at least his snout does. Running up on you basically means to jump you or attack you, and he mentioned jogging your memory, which means to make you remember, but jogging is also obviously a type of running. Be careful with what you sow, cause that'll be what you reap. Hatred is what will grow, that's what you breed in your seed. You reap what you sow is a very common expression, which is what he based this line off of. Also, he mentioned hatred growing in your seed because sowing means to plant seeds, and you don't want to teach your seeds hatred because that'll be what you reap. You want the cancer basically means do you want the smoke, but it's also a homophone for cancer, which can be caused by smoke inhalation. 2020 is obviously a reference to the year, but 20/20 vision is pretty much when your eyesight is good enough that you don't need glasses, and he mentioned how he sees you love it. Holy shit, this flow is insanely good, and his pronunciation is phenomenal. He had a little bit of an animal scheme there, mentioning how he's a shark, so look out below, and then how he's a dog, so keep away from the fence. That's a reference to the movie Wreck-It Ralph, but also a clever way of saying that he's wrecking bitches. Alf was a TV show about an alien crash landing on Earth, and he mentioned how he feels like he's from another world, similar to how Alf was from another world. Bars in this context is a double entendre for musical bars and bars at the gym, and he mentioned doing curls, which is a type of workout that you might do at the gym. Flatlining is what happens in a hospital when somebody dies while on life support, but he also mentioned turning you to the side, which would make you a flat line. Alright, so he mentioned an interracial gangbang and then said black guys with nines busting, cause nines busting refers to guns shooting, but busting is also what happens after having sex when you bust a nut. Also, he talked about punchlines hitting, because hitting can mean both the punchline is hitting hard, but also hitting can refer to having sex in this context. Holy fuck, there's so many layers to this. First, he mentioned blood from a cut lip, and then crypt, because crypt is a homophone for crip, which is the rival gang of the Bloods like he talked about before. Second, he mentioned switching and then Nintendo, because the Nintendo Switch is a gaming console, but it's also colored red and blue, which are the colors of the Bloods and the Crips that he had just talked about. Third, he mentioned Caitlyn Jenner because she is a transgender woman, meaning that she switched her gender, and he was just talking about switching. Okay, he talked about laying with chips, because Lay's is a company that makes chips, but chips can also refer to money. Also, he said blazing, and then said to blow him like a wick, because wicks are the part of candles that have the actual flame on them, which is blazing like he said before, and blow me is an expression that basically means suck my dick, but it's also a reference to blowing out the candle. Pins is a homophone for pen, as in the utensil that he would write his songs with, and pins as in bowling pins that he hits when he strikes, as in striking the rap game, but also getting a strike in bowling. Alright, so Samad basically just goes crazy in this section, making all this insane wordplay with the rappers' names who are on this cipher. So here's 10 wins, one for each rapper name he uses. I'm not going to explain all of them. So I'm a fairly lazy person, meaning that I'm definitely not going to explain each bar here. So let's just throw up 5 wins and move on. That is how you end a fucking cipher verse. Holy shit.